Hey guys, Josh here, and I'm bringing in a new video format, I guess you could call it. Um, but yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, and basically, I have opinions on things, and I figured it might be neat if I sort of do a video about my opinions on certain things. So, I mean, it's just a throwaway sort of fun thing, and I think it'd be pretty neat just to sort of put things into rankings and tier lists or whatever, give things grades. So, the first one today is going to be all the United States state flags. So, I guess we'll just get right into it. Basically, my criteria was I ranked every flag on a A+ to F- scale, all 50 of them. And based off different things like if I thought the colors looked good, if I liked the design, if it was far too similar to other flags, how well it stood out, this and that. So I guess we'll just get right into the meat and potatoes of it. We're going to start off in the very worst and then work to the very best. So to start off with, we've got Delaware. I'm sorry, Delaware, but you have the worst flag in the nation. And Delaware, it's just... there's a trend with a lot of the flags, and they have a blue background or a solid color background. They have the state seal in the middle. And these are big no-nos in flag design, in my opinion at least, because it's unimaginative, it's boring. It's just, hey, we put blue and then we put something that already existed on and called it a day. And Delaware, you gotta get this better, man. It's not necessarily blue background, but it's this like nasty teal color with a yellow diamond, and I don't like that. And especially also having the state's name written in text there, or having like a date. That's just, it's lazy. It's like, if you have to announce the word of your state, then it's not good because it's not representative of what your state actually is. So, we're going to start off Delaware, you get an F- because this is just hideous and atrocious. Alright, next up, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, where do I even start? Okay, so you got the blue background and you've got the seal in the middle, which is already grounds for an F. You've got the word Wisconsin written up above. You've got the date under it. This art is just nasty. It's just horrible. I want to throw up when I see this flag. Next up, Washington. Oh my goodness. Are you just making a dollar bill? I mean, really. It's not a blue background, but it's a green background with, I hope this is the seal of Washington in the middle. I mean, if not, there's so much more going on in Washington, too. I mean, it's like, you got the words, you got the dates in the middle, and that's awful, but it's like, you have so much wasted potential. Because it's like, in Washington, you're in the Pacific Northwest, you've got the natives, you've got nature, you've got lots of stuff you could have put in, and you just put a picture of a dude's face that never even went to this state. They just named it after him. So, Washington, you also get an F-. And our last F- today, Virginia. Oh Lord. I need to puke the second I see this. The colors are awful. I don't understand why there's this Roman element to it. I'd gather is what this is with the Latin. You've got the state's name. It's another blue and seal, just like a lot of these Fs. There's too many colors going on. Like a fourth grader could not draw this flag. It's awful. Alright, now we're moving into the regular F. First up, Vermont. Again, a lot of these I'm going to run through pretty quickly on these F grades, just because so many of them are just blue and a seal. So like Vermont, just get out of here. Pennsylvania, get out of here. It's blue and seal. New Jersey, ugh. I mean, it's not blue, but you got the date down at the bottom, and it's a solid color and a seal. Get this away from me. Nebraska, I don't even know what to say. Nebraska, you're done. Get out of here. Montana, please, just exit the premises. This is no good. No good. Montana, get out of here. Minnesota, same thing. It's blue, and I don't know what these circles and the stars are on the side. You got the word is the most prominent thing in the flag. It's just like, this looks like trash. Michigan, Please don't even Michigan. This is bad. What is circumspice? Maybe someone from Michigan can let me know. Idaho. I mean, come on, Idaho. It's no good. South Dakota and North Dakota. I mean, at least you're matching in how hideous they both are. But it's just they're blue and a seal and blue and a seal. Nothing to be done here. Maine, again, do I even need to keep saying it? It's blue in a background and then the seal, it's bad. Connecticut, get out of here. I'm not even going to give you the time of day. Kansas. Oh, Kansas. Please, this looks like trash. Kentucky. I'm saying it over and over again. It looks bad. And then New York. It's just New Jersey again with a different color in the back. I mean, it's literally the same like two ladies. So that's all the F's out of the way. Alright, so these are the D's. First up, D- is Illinois. I mean, I almost put this in the F just because it's a solid color and a seal, but for some reason the white spoke to me, and the font on the word Illinois is alright. I mean, I'm not a fan of these dates. No. Alright, New Hampshire. It's just another blue and a seal, but I don't know, I guess something about this border with the leaves and the stars, or I don't know. I don't think this might deserve to be an F. I don't know. This one feels a little bit better for some reason, I guess. Nevada. You're a blue and a seal, but you have it up in the corner. It's not in the middle. I don't think that's your real, like, seal of the state anyway, so it's acceptable, I guess. Indiana. It's, again, I don't even know what to say. It's not a blue and a seal, but it's essentially that. This is just, it's not good. West Virginia. What is this? You're so close to being blue and a seal, but it's just white in the middle. I don't get it. Florida. We'll get to this later, but you're just ripping off Alabama and then made it worse because you put a seal in the middle. I mean, I hate to keep saying it, and once we get out of these D's and F's, you won't see any more of these absolute trash ones. Rhode Island. What is this? It's bordered, but only on two sides. Yellow and white makes my eyes want to bleed. I can hardly... If it was bright outside, you couldn't even tell that there was yellow on this. You'd think it was a white flag. Fix your color coordination and make the border go all the way around. Maybe you'll get it one day. Alright. On to the C. Iowa. You're the French tricolor, and then you put an eagle and a banner in the middle, which looks alright. It really reminds me of the Mexican flag, to be honest. I mean, it's not the French colors, but it's sort of similar with an eagle in the middle. And then you had to write Iowa. You didn't have to do that. If you took that away, I'd almost make this even better. Oregon. Alright, the only reason this isn't a D or an F, because I mean, state of Oregon, not even just Oregon, state of Oregon, and the date under it? What is this? Against a blue background, the only saving grace you have is the beaver on this reverse end. And I like the beaver, I really do like the beaver, but all in gold just doesn't look that great. The beaver is the best part. Just keep the beaver. Maybe write State of Oregon on top of the beaver and call it a day. You'd almost be a B just for originality. Tennessee. I'm really of two minds on the Tennessee flag. I mean, on one hand, I love the stars and the circle. I like the colors, but it doesn't feel finished. This feels like a rough draft flag. I don't understand why the blue and white stripe are only on one side and why they're really not featured as prominently. Maybe even if they got rid of that or made it a border or reversed it on the left side or something. Do something to this and make it feel finished. That's a B flag easily. But it's just, it doesn't like it's like somebody wanted to leave at 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon and just submitted this and called it a day. It just doesn't feel finished. Arkansas. This is a C flag. I love the diamond. I think it's super original, and the diamond and stars, but the word just ruins this. If you took the word out and replaced it with a star, or even left it blank, or put a symbol in the middle or something, this would be fantastic. I'd love this flag. But it's just the word. I can't I can't get with the word for some reason. It feels like it drags it down. Mississippi. What is this? This is a mess. I mean, you look at this and it makes you think Mississippi, right? But it's just, you know, it's the Yugoslavia flag, and then you put a Confederate battle flag up in the corner. I mean, it's just, you just slapped two things on top of each other. I don't know. This is the definition of mediocre. It's exceptionally average at that, if anything. Alabama. I like it. I mean, it's clean cut and simple, but there's not any substance to it. For a state flag, you've got to have a little bit of something. If this was a national flag, I'd like it, but it's just kind of boring. There's not really anything going on. Last of the Seas, Massachusetts. This is just another solid color with the seal in the middle, but I don't know, just something about having the three colors exclusively. The Seas are kind of boring average, nothing really remarkable to say about them one way or the other. So, Massachusetts, you get a C. Alright, now we're into the B range. So, to start off with, Hawaii. I like this flag. I like the Union Jack in the corner. Really, most flags with the Union Jack in the corner I'm a fan of. But the rest falls apart. Feel like I'm going to have a seizure when I look at this flag if it was waving in the wind. You know, and the Union Jack, it has no border. If it had a white outline, maybe it'd even be better. But like the blue runs into the blue and the red runs into the red. And it feels muddled. Like, it's got a lot of potential, and you're just a little ways off from being fantastic, Hawaii. North Carolina. It's nice. I like it. It's simple. You can look at that, and with the NC, I like the NC because it's not like a real word. You look at that, and that makes you think North Carolina, right? But the dates just drag you down. My personal preference is any flag with a date on it, scrub the date off immediately. It's completely irrelevant. Nobody cares about dates. Save that for history class. This is flags. So, that's a B-. Missouri, also a B-. Again, this is it's not the worst, but having the seal, you know, you'll never make an A grade. Doesn't speak out as an iconic image. The colors are really good. I love the colors. I like the star border around with the blue ring. That looks good. But the seal, you can't get above a B- or even a B with the seal in it. Wyoming. Again, I'll say the same thing. Take the seal away and you're an A. Okay? But the borders, I love the borders. The three sort of set-in rectangles. The colors are lovely. And I love the buffalo. It's classic, it's iconic. That does make you think Wyoming when you see it. But the seal being in, you know, you've got to announce it. It seems shoehorned in, and it's wasting the potential for the rest of this flag. So Wyoming gets a B. Oklahoma. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, the seal, and I don't know if this is the official seal of the state or not, but that makes you think Oklahoma. And I'm really breaking my own conventions, because on almost every other flag that was blue with the seal and the state name, I was giving it at least a D- or an F. But for some reason, Oklahoma, I think it looks good. It seems very native to me, which is a lot of the identity of Oklahoma. And that's a big thing to me, is these flags need to be representative of the identity of the state. So, Oklahoma's passable, and I think it's alright. Colorado. This is all-time classic. I love it. It's actually just iconic. It's recognizable. The C, you know, you see people get stickers and magnets and whatever of this. You think Colorado when you see this. It's, you know, it's so iconic and recognizable. It's got a bit of a stigma to me, and I see people wearing the Colorado t-shirt all the time or having it on their car magnet, and it's just, this is the Patagonia of flags. That's a B. Alright, on to the top 10. B pluses. This is Alaska. It feels simple, classic. The colors are good. I like the blue and the gold. The constellation. It's Ursa Major, Big Dipper. It's the North Star. This is Alaska. Feels very Alaska. So, Alaska, you get number 10. Number 9, Louisiana. Now this is where I sort of start to get biased on some of these, and I'll admit that right now. Some of these states that are in the top 10 maybe don't deserve it, but they still have a good flag. And that's sort of the case with Louisiana. I mean, it's blue, but the pelican. I love the pelican. And the banner under, with having the white versus the white of the pelican's feathers, and it's super representative of the state. Everybody down here in Louisiana knows the pelican and they love it. It's on all the license plates down here. I love the Louisiana flag. And maybe I'm biased because I'm going to school in Louisiana, but who cares? It's my list. So Louisiana, you get number 9. Number 8, Ohio. Again, this is actually, it's the one flag that's not rectangular, but that's what makes it stand out, and that's what I like. I see this, and I see the O. I think Ohio. The stars have a good sort of arrangement. They sort of guide your eye down the shape. The slanted in on the swallowtail. It's a classic. It's recognizable. You see this, you think Ohio. So that's how Ohio gets a number 8. This is an A flag. New Mexico, number 7. It's simple and elegant. I love it. The colors make you think New Mexico. The native symbol in the middle makes you think New Mexico. You see this flying, and that's New Mexico to me. And that's what I think a good state flag is, and that's why this gets my number 7 pick. Number 6, Arizona. There you go. It's sort of the same thing. I think the sunset, I guess, is what that's trying to convey against the copper star. It's good. The colors look good. I can see that, and I can think Arizona. So Arizona, there you go, number 6. Number 5, California. Now, I'm not much of a fan of the state in general, but the flag, that's a California flag. The bear, recognizable, elegant, classic. It's actually an extinct species, believe it or not. Just, the star and then the red bar under it. And the words, again, usually in normal conventions would earn it some demerits, but having California Republic, you gotta love that. So, number 4, Maryland. You love it. This is Maryland through and through. It's all in the state identity. People love it. I love it. I'm not even from there, and I love it. It's a hideous atrocity that somehow just looks fantastic. Number 4, Maryland. Number 3, this is the 3 A+ flags, in my opinion. South Carolina. You gotta love this. The palmetto, the crescent, they work so well. It's simple, it's elegant, the colors are good. You see this and you know that is South Carolina right there. Gotta love it. Number 2, Texas. What can you say? It's classic, simple, recognizable. It is the Lone Star State, and it's got the Lone Star. Classic colors. You see this and you know Texas. Number 2, Texas. And now, yeah, I know, number 1, Georgia. What can I say? I told you I was going to be biased. I love this flag. It is my home state. I could talk about, the previous editions of the Georgia flags. There's been like 5 or 6 of them through the ages, but I really like this one so far. It's got the 13 stars. It's got the triple arch in the middle. That's a big thing for the University of Georgia and just for Georgia State in general. I know it's the seal, but it looks good. I love it. So, best flag in the United States, as far as state flags go, goes to Georgia. Alright guys, well thank you for watching my video ranking the state flags from worst to best. Really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and go ahead and comment down below what your favorite and least favorite flags are, and if you agreed or disagreed with me, because I'd love to hear it. On that note, I hope you keep an eye out for my next video in this ranking things series that I'm hoping to create here, and see you next time.